There is no shortage of horror and creepy stories in the world, and there is no shortage of people who love to consume such content. There are so many horrifying videos floating around the internet just waiting to be discovered. Welcome to Mark Matter. Here are a few videos that we have compiled that will definitely creep you out. At number 10 we have Invisible Energy Grabs Sleeping Baby's Leg. Rob and Becky Moss live in Michigan, and they found something weird on their baby cam in the summer of 2019. As their 1-year-old son slept in his crib, they saw a white orb-like object floating near their son. As they watched, the orb approached the boy, and suddenly his legs and lower body were lifted into the air, as though he was being grabbed and yanked. The baby then sits up, awoken by the motion, before falling back on the mattress. When the couple went to the bedroom, he was sleeping and stirring awake. The couple could still see the orb on the screen, but not in the room. Their son doesn't have any medical condition that would cause his body to just jerk up in his sleep. There wasn't any more disturbance since, but a few weeks later, Becky saw an orb drop from the ceiling in the living room camera monitor, making a sharp left and toward the bedrooms. "Something might be in our house, but we aren't fearful and it doesn't seem negative," she said. "People have told us to use sage and hire a ghost team, but we don't want to stir up any more activity." Number 9. Woman claims ghostly presence in the bed with her father. A 24-year-old woman tweeted creepy footage of her father who had allegedly been sleeping with a ghost around. In April of 2019, Cheyenne Rachel posted a video saying, "My dad has been feeling his sheets being messed with and someone sitting on his bed in the night, so he set up a camera. This is what he saw. I'm freaked out. Look really closely to the sheets lifting in the beginning of the left of the screen. That wasn't him. He was dead asleep. And if you look really closely, something shoots out of the sheet when it drops to the right and then disappears. It's gray and kind of looks like a head." In the footage, as her father sleeps, the bed sheets are moving, as if someone is getting in bed with him. Then a figure appears to sit up and disappears as the blankets settle back down on the bed. Rachel tweeted that her father used a motion-activated home security camera to capture the incident. She also shared that her parents had been living in the house for about 10 years, and they collect antiques and probably brought something in the house which came with this creepy roommate. On number 8 we have poltergeist activity in the house. In 2008, a man kept experiencing many weird happenings in his house, including finding a door to his attic open many times. So to find out what exactly was happening, he decided to set up a camera in his house. He uploaded some of the footage of his house from March 3rd to March 14th, 2008, and what was happening was truly scary. It is very clear that there is some poltergeist-like activity going on in his house. Finding a strange figure on camera, his dog hiding under the bed from something or someone, radio interference, the shaking doorknob of the door to the attic, and the door opening and closing on its own. Well, if that's not creepy, I don't know what is. Number 7. Ghost Children Play in Haunted House. Brandon and Taryn Hunt from Baton Rouge visited Myrtle Plantation in St. Francisville, Louisiana, known as one of America's most haunted homes. The 1800s bed and breakfast is apparently haunted by a slave girl named Chloe. The couple filmed some footage and saw what looked like 3 pairs of translucent feet walking across the floor. Hester Ebby of Myrtle's Plantation told Yahoo Lifestyle, "In the South, we welcome spirits. We're glad when guests can capture them on video. Love them or be scared of them, but you cannot ignore these videos." Number 6. Eliza Lam. The mysterious final moments before the death of Eliza Lam on February 1st, 2013 continue to haunt even today. Eliza Lam was a 21-year-old Canadian college student in the middle of a solo trip to the West Coast. She was staying at the Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles when she vanished. In order to find her, the LAPD released the last known images of her, security footage taken on the day that she had disappeared. But the clip was extremely bizarre. In the video, Elisa enters the elevator and presses all the buttons. Then she checks the hallway and enters and exits the elevator several times. She rocks in place, gesturing as if talking to someone off camera, and finally disappears down the hall to the left as the elevator doors close behind her. This chilling video quickly went viral and people were quick to form theories. After around 2 weeks after her disappearance, guests at the Cecil Hotel began complaining of low water pressure in the rooms and brownish water coming from the taps. On February 19th, a hotel employee went to check the hotel's rooftop water tanks. The top hatch to one tank was open, so he climbed the tank to check it and was horrified when he saw the body of Eliza Lam floating in the water. It remains a mystery as to what exactly happened that day. No one could have accessed the roof without setting off an alarm, and the alarm could only be deactivated by the hotel staff. There was no evidence of any assault, and no drugs were found in her system. Number 5. Levitating girl in Russian forest. In a footage from the snowy woods of someplace in Russia, a man is seen playing fetch with his dog Tarzan. He calls out to Tarzan saying, "Come here," but the dog seems to be distracted by something else. He runs down a path ignoring his owner's calls. As the owner follows the trail to reach his pet, he sees something so terrifying that it seems like something out of a dream or a nightmare. A young girl wearing a red coat is levitating in the air, feet above her parent or guardian in a clearing. The scene continues for barely just a few seconds before the dog starts to bark. The child and the adult snap out of their weird activity and flee into the woods. Not much is known about this choppy footage, and it's debatable whether it's even real or fake. But whatever it is, it sure is terrifying and creepy. Number 4. Man gets lost in the catacombs of Paris. Paris, the city of love and the majestic Eiffel Tower, is also home to the catacombs of Paris. They are not completely open to visitors though, because if you get lost in there, you might never get out. And this is exactly what seems to have happened to someone. A video camera was found somewhere deep in the Parisian catacombs by some explorers. The recording shows a man documenting himself as he gets lost in the tunnels, more and more frightened by the second. He then starts speeding. Why? Was he being chased? He keeps running before the camera cuts out. Maybe it was dropped, maybe something happened. Even after the camera is dropped, you can hear the man running off. This video will make you feel extremely suffocated, so it's definitely not for claustrophobic people. Nobody knows whatever happened to the man, but this is one horrifying and creepy video for sure. For number 3, we have the Dobby ghost. One of the creepiest videos was shared by a Colorado mom in 2019. In June of 2019, Vivian Gomez shared an 11-second video which went viral almost immediately. The video features a small ghostly white figure exiting her house while flapping its arms around like a chicken, hobbling down the driveway. So I woke up Sunday morning and saw this on my camera and am trying to figure out what the heck, Gomez wrote. First, I saw the shadow walking from my front door. Then I saw this thing. Has anyone else seen this on their cameras? The other 2 cameras didn't pick it up for some reason. The figure very closely resembles Dobby, an elf from the Harry Potter films. People were obviously skeptical about this video, suggesting that it could be her 9-year-old son dancing with underwear on his head. But Gomez said that she was watching TV with him while the footage was captured and that she wouldn't let him out so late. The weird figure walks very differently than any child or adult would, and we may or may not believe that the video is real, but it is definitely creepy. Number 2, the Max Headroom incident. The Max Headroom incident is one of the creepiest videos of all time. In November of 1987, an unknown person hijacked a 9 o'clock news segment in Chicago. At 9:14, the screen flickered into darkness, and a few seconds later, a new figure appeared on the screen. The intruder was dressed as artificial intelligence television actor Max Headroom in front of a rotating background. The screen got back to normal after about 30 seconds. Just 2 hours after this bizarre incident, the intruder was back, this time disrupting a Doctor Who episode at 11:15 p.m. This time, the video had audio to accompany it. The person seemed to be mumbling, screaming, and laughing maniacally. The hijacker was never caught, and there is no way of knowing what they may have wanted. Number 1, the clown uprising. 2016 saw a series of very weird events and clowns mysteriously appearing in the middle of nowhere and terrorizing people. A lot of such clown sightings have been captured. The craze began in the US. Many people speculated that it was a publicity stunt for an upcoming movie based on Stephen King's novel It, featuring the clown Pennywise. However, these clowns soon began terrorizing people and children. In Pennsylvania, a teenager was reportedly murdered by a person in a clown mask. Another clown stabbed a teenager in Sweden. In October of 2016, a police car captured 2 creepy clowns just standing by the side of the road unmoving. In Yorkshire, a clown stood in the middle of the road waving at a car, and then started running towards the car. The clown uprising of 2016 was not just creepy, but also really dangerous and horrifying. And if you've made it this far, you're a brave soul. Which of the top 10 most terrified or perplexed you? Let us know in the comment section below, as we're always coming up with new content that will leave you speechless. If you like what you've seen so far and you want to see more from Mark Matter, hit like and subscribe. You can also hit the bell icon to get updates when we post another video. Till then, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one.